Set fire to a UNCG apartment complex 20 years ago, killing 4 people, will be eligible for parole in 2 weeks. Today, Governor Cooper commuted the sentence of 44-year-old Janey Danahey.
Danahay is in prison for the fire at Campus Walk Apartments back in 2002. She admitted to setting the fire, but said it was intended as a prank and never wanted to hurt anyone.
In 2017, former Governor Pat McCrory commuted her sentence to life with the possibility of parole. This newest commutation will make her eligible for parole on January 1st. We are working on a bigger story involving this case that's haunted many families for decades. Stick with us for continuing coverage throughout the evening.
The other big story we're following today, cold air pushing our way, Tim Buckley. Maybe the coldest in sounds like a while.
Yeah, coldest certainly of the season, Chad, but for Christmas time, it could be the coldest at Christmas in decades for our area. Right now, it's nothing really that bad. Right now, we're in the 30s and 40s. Cold enough for sure, but nothing too extreme. Let me show you our weather cameras right now. We do see good amounts of cloud cover across the region. It's been kind of an overcast, filtered sunshine kind of a day. Temperatures look just like this. Upper 30s in many areas. You see 38 in Siler City right now, 41 in Winston-Salem. So there's a chill to be found in the air, and you might have noticed on your weather app today, hey, there was some snow that was showing up. It's not snowing. I don't need to tell you that. That's just happening from the clouds to the ground. It's evaporating before it hits the ground, though, because of our dry air. These showers moving through the area, really not going to be a factor for us. Temperatures will stay chilly as we go into tonight. And we look at futurecasts going into tonight and tomorrow. We'll keep the clouds around, but honestly, we'll get some sunshine back as well. So for Wednesday, it's kind of a partly sunny type of a day with cool temperatures in the 40s. And there's that rain. We've been talking about it a lot. Rain moves our way Thursday morning. It won't rain all day. It looks to be mostly a morning issue for Thursday. I do not expect snow Thursday or Friday in our area. That's a really, really hard thing to do with temperatures like that. But it will be extremely windy on Friday with gusts up to 45 miles per hour. Could even knock off power to a couple folks in the area. We'll watch that closely. Bitterly cold by Christmas Eve on Saturday.
Tim, thanks. It is a very busy few days for travel as people head out to be with friends or family. And whether you're driving or flying, everyone wants the trip to be smooth sailing.
While optimism helps, it's important to be prepared for possible hiccups. WFNY News' Sue's Hunter Funk is alive with what you need to know before hitting the road and boarding the plane.
Yeah, AAA expects this to be the 3rd busiest year yet for holiday travel. Now you mix that in with a snowstorm that's expected to impact most states in the country. Now that's making sure you got to be prepared for that travel.
And if you're traveling in between states, I mean, temperature can drop at any time. And when temperatures drop, so does your tire pressure. So I can't stress enough the importance of making sure that your tires are properly inflated before you leave your house if you're going on that road trip.
Now, Tiffany Wright with AAA says if you plan to drive, pack the essentials. Grab a shovel and chains for your car in case you run into snow. Now be sure you have food and water if you get stuck on the side of the road or held up in traffic. Wright also says be sure to get your car checked and make sure your tires are ready to go. Now for air travel, airlines are already sending out waivers allowing flyers to fly on a different day or connect in a different city at no additional cost. Travel Leaders owner Pam Siegel says thinking ahead and making these changes could save you money. If your flight gets canceled due to the snowstorm, you should be fully refunded. If you try to rebook, you'll have to pay even more for a new ticket. Now her advice, if you're worried about making it to your destination, keep your expectations low.
Really, you just need to pack your patience. If you decide you're going to go and wing it, go to the airport and just do the best you can. The trouble too is that if your flight is canceled, that likelihood of getting on the next flight are next to nil, because everything is running so full these days. There aren't additional seats that you can just kind of hop on.
Check your flights online because they're expected to change over the next several days.
Hunter, thank you. The cold air isn't leaving anytime soon, so it's best to stay weather aware. Download our free WFNY News 2 app. How cold it will get before you step out the door, it'll help you there.
All right, let's get to your 4 to 5 roundup now. First up today, we are learning more about a deadly crash yesterday afternoon in Greensboro. We now know the 80-year-old victims were husband and wife. Mary and James Ward were in a car on Martinsville Road when police say 29-year-old Jean Reyes crossed the center line and hit them head on. Mary died from her injuries. James and Reyes are in the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Reyes is facing several charges, including driving with a revoked license. The group that uses the baseball field where the city is installing new pallet homes is concerned about how it'll impact the field. The Arc of Greensboro uses Pomona Park for its Challenger Baseball League. The program is specially designed for athletes with disabilities. The group is concerned that temporary homes will damage the field.
We've been told what they're going to do, but, it could take, I've seen projects like that, trying to get grass to grow on a bare spot, that takes months sometimes. And so we're concerned that our field won't be properly prepared when we're ready for it.
The city says it'll remove the shelters in April and resod the field if needed. The baseball season starts in May. The group is worried that's not enough time to fix possible damage.
High Point University is gearing up for its annual community Christmas drive. The event kicks off in less than an hour and is fun, a good outing for the whole family. Organizers host a drive-through celebration from 5 to 8 every night until January 1st. There's holiday decorations, sounds, and a life-size nativity scene. If you're heading out, drive near the University Parkway entrance. Tonight is the night, the Queen of Christmas. Mariah Carey is bringing her holiday special to WFMY News 2. The 2-hour primetime event will include her biggest hits live from Madison Square Garden in New York. Carey says it'll be a majestic, magical night that you don't want to miss.
And as we've been talking about, right now we are on track to have the coldest weather of the season. Yeah, that's for sure. And likely one of our coldest Christmases in some time as well. We're talking about Christmas climatology, some extremes that we would see back in years past. Just to kind of give your bearings here, for an average Christmas in the Triad, your average high is 50, the average low is 32. The warmest one we've ever had, you might remember this, just a couple years ago, 2015, it was 74 degrees. Last year it was 69. It was also pretty warm. It was just 1 degree. The high temperature was 18. Bitterly cold there. That's the coldest one. But this year, the way we're forecasting it right now, it would stack up as a top 4 cold Christmas in Triad history. And our records go all the way back to 1903. So we don't have a small time frame to look at. It's well over 100 years. Well, the 4th coldest Christmas is pretty significant. So not something you're used to around Christmas Day, for sure.
Plus those wind chill readings, right? Is that on Christmas Eve?
Yeah, so it's still going to be really windy out there, especially Saturday for Christmas Eve. So that temperature in the teens is actually going to feel more like single digits, near zero. And I know people make fun of the wind chill sometimes, but it is a real thing.
No, it's real.
Your body keeps a little layer of warmth on your skin, just because your skin is warm and the air is cold. The wind wipes that away, so it makes your body colder more quickly.
So we're definitely going to want the earmuffs, the big coat, the big gloves, and all that this
Honestly,
weekend.
just stay inside.
Yeah,
is what
okay.
You really don't want to be out and about if you don't have to. If the kid gets a new bike, you got to wait a couple of days.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm telling you for sure.
We have some exciting stuff coming up here. Are you ready for this?
It's going to be fun.
We're going to be talking about, let's show you some of this video here. It's a big day here on our 4 to 5. We've got a Christmas competition in the works. Check out the gingerbread houses. We have got them constructed and ready for decorating. We each have a house to decorate, but only one will be crowned the winner. Say hello over there. Hi, Blair. She works on our digital team, and she is going to be helping us judge along with Tim Buckley. We will be adding our own special touches throughout the show, so stay tuned. If you're not watching us on Facebook, you might want to pull out your phone because we are getting started in the break. We'll be right back. All
Well,
right.
you're looking at
Okay,
Winterfest, but
okay.
we're going to be decorated. There we go.
We've
Now
been
we're
excited about this for a few days now,
too
right?
excited, actually.
Y'all, it's been, I haven't decorated a gingerbread house since the 3rd grade.
Are you going to move the leg ones?
Well,
Our lovely leg ones?
the problem is we were too close together, so
here, I'll move.
I was trying to get it spaced out here.
All right.
Oh, we only have 50 seconds.
Ooh, gumballs. Okay.
So now I'm just going to dump all this out on this little piece of paper.
I'm just opening mine up. I'm going to keep mine separated.
Thank
Chad, you
you.
realize we have no hope, by the way, because Lauren is Miss Craft.
Well, you know, I have been thinking about this for a while now.
I have not. I'm in trouble.
I'm trying to think what I
about
want to do
30
too.
Okay, guys,
away,
we're
so-
busy. We'll be back with you in a second.
Okay, who is ready for this? We are back with another 4 to 5 challenge, and it's the holiday edition one. And we're gonna have some fun today.
Gingerbread house building. Well, we built the houses,
Yay.
but we're decorating them.
Yep, absolutely. And so we've already constructed it. We took it was Chilton's construction company.
Yeah. So if it falls apart, don't.
Like mine did. Look at this. He already knocked down
no,
one of
you
the,
Oh,
knocked that down.
no.
one of the walls. So now it's a garage.
So
it's
he's
a
gonna-
gingerbread garage.
But you'll get a good score for creativity, thanks to me.
Well,
You will.
let's tell them what we have to decorate. We
Yes.
have some gumdrops, some bubble gum. What would you call these little nerd-like candies?
Yeah, kind of
Yeah,
like.
something like
but they're
that.
actually I don't even think they're edible. I think they're like little plastic.
Everything here is
okay.
edible.
This
because-
too?
Yes, try one.
And then
No.
we have a little
Did you already do
Christmas
it?
tree
Oh, it's candy for sure.
You ate a light bulb.
and a little gingerbread man. Well, I don't know about you guys. I'm going to go ahead
Let's
Yeah,
and
get
get
going.
what's
started.
the technique here?
Oh, it's
I'm not really sure. I'm just
whatever you
going
can make
to
happen.
go wherever my heart takes me.
All right.
I'm
We
going
only
to
have 90 seconds.
just go with it.
Hey, while we're doing this, I wanted to mention, Brad, if you're able to get a cutaway of
Oh
this,
yeah, this is cool.
of this tie
I just
here.
dropped a piece of
So
cake.
I just received this tie, and it's kind of a very special tie.
Yes,
it
it
used
is.
to be owned by Lee Kynard, and after he had passed, his wife was getting rid of some of his things, and so I came into possession of this tie. And it's cool and it's perfect. It's perfect
It
for
is
Christmas.
holiday, that's right.
Absolutely. And so I just wanted to point out that I'm being very festive today.
Yep. I got some too, and I can't wait to wear them because Lee was a legend.
All right, let us know in the Facebook comments, have you done gingerbread houses this year? Are you doing one?
Yeah, is that a tradition?
Do
with
you
your
have a
family?
technique that you can tell us about? So
We might
can-
need it.
Right.
I want to eat this candy.
I
so
know.
bad.
So when Chad talked me into eating a light bulb just now, it was very tasty.
But I dropped one of my gumdrops, so I'm like, ugh.
Well, and you're going to get this icing all over your hands, so just go ahead and get ready.
Have y'all tried the icing?
I did
I
not.
took part of the roof off.
Chad, are you remodeling? All right, we only have 15 seconds space.
All right,
Get
friends.
this going.
So we're gonna keep doing this here, and throughout the next 45 minutes or so. So stay with us. Tim Buckley is one of our judges, and he is going to be very friendly to our.
He's always free.
Yes, that's right. Anyway, here's the tie. All right, we'll be right back. Next is Tim doing weather, and then Eric is your trivia.
Okay.
The frosting is frosting. It's like really
Did you eat
thick.
it?
I tried a tiny bit of it.
Yeah,
It's not
Eric
whipped.
seemed to think that it was.
I thought it was like glue, and I was afraid to eat it.
I don't know what it. It's like the frosting they have on like the cake. Like it's not like the butter. You know how you like it whipped, or how I like it whipped.
Yeah.
You like real
Oh,
frosting?
good.
I like buttercream. It's not like buttercream.
Oh, I love buttercream.
I do like buttercream.
I know. I was gonna move the leg lamp, and then I didn't.
No, we like the leg lamp.
What the little are those gumballs? Thank you, Nancy, saying that the gingerbread houses are gonna be neat. Whoa.
Me neither, Melita. I haven't done a gingerbread house since I was in the 3rd grade.
Seriously, I don't.
All right, welcome back. You know what tomorrow is, don't you? Well, maybe you do, maybe you don't. It's the shortest day of the year. Yes, first day of winter. We call it the winter solstice, and all that means it is the shortest time of year in the northern hemisphere. It's the longest time of year in the southern hemisphere. The earth is tilted, right? So at this point in the season, we are tilted the farthest away from the sun that we are throughout the whole entire year. And that's why we have those darker days. That's why it's our cold season right now. We're just not getting as much sunlight. The good news is that our days actually start to get a little bit longer starting, well, the day after tomorrow. So that's something to look forward to. That looks pretty impressive on radar, doesn't it? We've had dry air all day with none of that really reaching the ground here locally. There have been a couple of reports of snowflakes and sprinkles and sleet pellets in Charlotte and South Carolina. Not the case here. That system is going to slide to our south. We're watching a different system for Thursday. And why can't this be snow for us, you say? Well, here's why. Look at all the warmth out ahead of it. We're going to get our hands on some of that before it gets here. So by Thursday, that'll kind of put an end to any winter weather concern for our area. Tomorrow is a dry one for us. We'll see sunshine in the morning and the midday. Clouds will thicken up by the evening. And then by Wednesday night and Thursday morning, that's when rain starts to develop across our area. It'll be cold. Temperatures will be in the 30s, but we'll get into the 40s for Thursday afternoon. If you're traveling, the morning looks like the wettest time. The afternoon looks a little bit drier, so that might be a better time to get where you want to go. Here's the issue is once that cold front gets here, the Arctic cold front, early Friday morning, the winds really start to whip up. There is a very low chance of a couple snowflakes mixing in there, but I do not want to get your hopes up. I don't think that we will see hardly any of those. The biggest deal with this is going to be the bitter cold air on our way for Christmas Eve. Temperatures will be in the teens in the morning. It'll feel like near zero. And the winds are going to be a problem on Friday. Gusty winds of 30 to 45 miles per hour could knock out some power. So you want to plan for wet travel on Thursday. Friday will be drier, but that wind is going to be blowing you around the highway. That could be a bit of an issue as well. And we hope that people can keep their power on a couple days before Christmas, because look how cold it is. I have us with a high of 28 degrees on Christmas Eve. It'll feel much colder than that, y'all, that's for sure. And we'll stay chilly all the way through Monday of next week.
It is time for another Trivia Tuesday, but this time around, I actually decided, hey, we're going to have a theme with this one. We're talking about animals today. Take a look. Time for useless trivia. Today, useless animal trivia. We'll see how much I can stuff into a minute and 30 seconds. First off, snails. Did you know they can sleep for up to 3 years if their environment is not wet enough? Can you imagine calling your boss? We haven't had enough rain. I'm going to take a nap. See you in 2026. Horses and cows can actually sleep standing up, but they only dream when they're lying down. Now, how do you know that? How do you prove that? I don't know. It's on the web, so it has to be true. How about this one? Sperm whales in the Caribbean have different accents than other whales. Really? Those sound different than I don't know. And finally, a koala bear's fingerprints are almost indistinguishable from humans. So much so that in Australia, they can actually corrupt or taint a crime scene. So now you know, if you're a robber in Australia, get you a good koala bear. I don't know. I told you it was useless. There's your useless trivia. Have a good day. These two came running up. If you want to know why they're out of breath.
I heard one.
I didn't hear anything. You were decorating.
Some of my candy fell on the way over here. That might have been what you heard on the. Yeah.
All right, so to recap, since you were working,
Sorry.
I said horses and cows sleep standing up, but they only dream lying down. Which I said, how do you know that? I don't know that.
Right.
Snails can sleep up to 3 years if their environment isn't wet enough. So I said, that'd be like us saying we didn't get enough rain, so I'm gonna take a nap and I'll see you in 2026. And then
3 years.
I know, so weird.
Wow.
But how fun.
Koalas, and sperm whales in the Caribbean have different accents than other whales. And I said, how does sound different from that makes absolutely no sense to me. Anyway,
That's great.
strange trivia I found online.
I love that you do these. And I love that you now have a theme, like animals.
Well, today,
School. He's even done school
I've done
ones.
school. I get
Food.
tired of just general trivia, so I try to come up with some sort of categories. But keep in mind, this is all loose Googling, so don't hold me accountable to anything I say.
So all that's a lie. that you
Yeah,
just told
basically,
you.
we don't know.
Well, Facebook, our viewers, they can ask if they want a topic for you to do
Yeah,
next
absolutely.
week.
I would love that. Yeah, tell us during the break. All right, we got to get back to decorating.
Yeah, we do. Bye.
All right, bye, y'all.
That's what's.
I have to have a steady hand.
Yeah, seriously, I don't have time.
We are really into this.
We are really into this.
I mean, too much, to be honest.
Blair, can you bring up Blair's microphone? I'd like to hear from her.
Yeah, what
Brad, if
she's
you're
seeing
able.
so far.
Oh, she's not able. So you have to come stand by me, and then we'll just talk. We're just on Facebook right now. So what are your thoughts so far? I mean, you're kind of watching this in action.
Well, do you guys know what you're being graded on or what I'm judging on?
Would you?
No.
Can you tell us?
What are you judging on?
I guess I'll let the secret out, the cat out the bag. Visual impact, creativity,
Intentionality.
Love it.
Does that sound familiar?
In person.
Yes, we just did this for the decorating contest of the cubicle decorating contest.
Yes.
Perfect.
T-bill too.
For those of you at home,
Twovill.
Chad wrote Twovill on the house.
It's like Whoville.
This is awesome.
It's like Whoville.
Oh, I realized that I put my shingle. Oh, okay. Somebody on the Facebook page said do sports trivia next. That's when Lauren decides to take a break.
Yeah.
Precision.
Bye,
All right.
Facebook.
Bye,
We're
Facebook.
coming back here in a second.
We're very busy. That one. Sorry, we're comparing houses here.
It is time
It
for
is.
the Gingerbread House Competition, the first annual
house
4 to
off.
5 Gingerbread House Competition.
This is
Welcome back.
coming along nicely.
Piece
Yeah.
of mine just fell off.
I just
I know,
I
things
have
are
a
falling.
garage over here. I don't even I really want you to see it, but I'm not ready for you to see it yet.
Yours looks pretty good, Chad.
Thank you. You're just I think it looks good.
Look, now she's taking
I know.
side shots.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck trying to get over to this side of it.
Yeah, I'm
What's that?
half of our creativity would be a lot. I want Blair to know how much I love her first.
Blair is one of the judges, so he's
Yep,
clearly pandering to the
Yep.
the judges.
We're playing up to the judges.
Eric, with small children in the household, have you done this with them before?
Yes, I've done this with my daughter, but she's really good at it, and I am not. So, clearly if you saw what I'm trying to do now. So I have great ideas and horrible execution.
So Melita just said on the Facebook chat that I better get busy, but you know what? I'm trying to be the host here. You know, I'm trying to. You guys aren't talking much, so I've got to do the talking.
Busy. All right,
What movie?
That's Frosty. That's the Magician. Remember the Magician?
Yes, absolutely.
Who everybody loved to hate.
So you've done this with the kids?
Done this with the kids, and again, my daughter Drew is phenomenal at decorating anything, and so we kind of, even my wife is not as good as Drew, so we defer to Drew on everything.
Yeah.
I should have got Drew to come help me out.
She would have in a heartbeat. I told her I was doing it, and she was so sad that she couldn't be here.
Aww.
And she probably would have rather done it with Lauren than me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, if you are watching on Facebook, you are getting some of the behind the scenes with Blair here, who is one of our digital producers, and she is also one of the judges today. So she's behind the scenes, and she's already putting together score sheets for everybody.
One of the most festive people you'll ever meet in your life.
Yes, such a beautiful heart. She goes all out for every holiday.
I'm not talking about just holidays. She's just festive, period.
And we will be interviewing her at the end of the show, along with Tim Buckley, who is our other judge. So we can find out who.
That was a fail.
All right, Eric.
That was a fail. I was trying to sprinkle a little bit of some pixie dust over here.
All right. We will be right back.
We're way too into this.
Hey y'all, I'm Staff Sergeant McConis. I'm currently deployed in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I wanted to give a shout out to my family and friends back in Goldsboro, North Carolina. And I just want to say I love y'all and I miss y'all and I hope y'all have a happy holiday.
Welcome back to the 4 to 5. We were all checking for icing or gumdrops or anything. Yes, it's yes. Eric, Chad, Tim, and Lauren, fresh from the decorating table.
Everybody.
Yes, and fresh in the studio. Do you remember last week we were all in our temporary set?
Oh yeah.
What do you think of our lighting?
I love it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's sharp.
I can say that when I look up, I see fewer lights than I've ever seen before in a studio because technology is so much better now.
More lights with less lights.
And one thing that maybe you've noticed, that big monitor that we have behind us, there's no more glare on it from the lights up above. That has been a thorn in the side of our news director for many years, and now the glare is gone.
Lovely.
Well, it feels good to be back. Tim, weather feeling not so good.
Well, it's fine today. It's just cold. You know, it's chilly, it's cloudy. But what we've been talking about so much is still way into the future. A couple of days away toward that Christmas time frame is when we are expecting some rain to move our way. We're going to see a good amount of rain, a ton of wind, and also a good amount of cold. Some of the coldest temperatures we've had in a very long time are on the way to us later on this week. Let's do the here and now right first. We do have some sunshine mixed with cloud cover in Greensboro. It's been a chilly day to say the least. 39 is your current temperature. Looking in Winston-Salem, notice the clouds are thicker here. We're also looking toward the south where it has been a cloudier feel pretty much all day long. 41 your current temperature there. Pretty much all of us are chilly. That has been the way it's been. Now, the clouds that are with us right now are part of a weather system, and you see on radar, oh my gosh, that looks exciting, doesn't it? We have snow showers? Not really. There is snow falling from some of the clouds, but it's too dry for it to reach the ground. Our air is evaporating all that precipitation, so it's just not making it to the surface. If it were, it would be a big party, I guess. Very exciting. Not the case. Temperatures are chilly, as I said. Clouds will be with us at times through the night tonight, and then tomorrow we'll get some breaks. So sunshine tomorrow morning, the afternoon, and then you look at this. This is what we've been talking about. Rain on the way. This is 4 a.m. Thursday. The early morning and the mid-morning look to be the wettest parts of the day for Thursday. We'll see that carrying our way through Thursday midday or afternoon. Rain at times. Not the whole day, but a good chunk of the day will be pretty wet. And then we head into Friday. This is the big day of change. Temperatures will be in the 40s in the morning. It will be in the teens by dinner time. We will fall 30 degrees in a couple of hours. The winds could be as high as 45 miles per hour. That could knock out some power to some folks. I do think that's a big deal for us, unfortunately. Then look at the weekend. 13 is the air temperature. It will feel more like 5 or 0. Christmas Eve morning. Christmas Day will also be very cold, but it will be dry. Unfortunately, no white Christmas for us here in the Triad this year.
Winter-like temps are here. With cold weather can come dry, flaky, and itchy skin. Health experts say it's important to stay moisturized. Regina Plohal is a dermatologist nurse practitioner with Navant Health. She recommends finding a lotion with active ingredients.
You know, that's the thing. Not all lotions are created equal. So finding ones that have things like ceramides in them, humectants, which can also hold moisture in.
She says even though it's cold out, don't ditch the sunscreen. She also recommends using warm water instead of hot water for showers and baths. Hot water can remove the natural oils from your skin. Lastly, have a proactive moisturizing routine.
A lot of times I think we, take the angle of like, I'll wait until my skin is already dry to start moisturizing, but getting in the routine of, you brush your teeth, you moisturize your skin and you put on your sunscreen. You brush your teeth at night, you go ahead and put on that moisturizer.
Plohal says it's also important to drink lots of water, and if you buy a moisturizer that contains sunscreen, make sure it's 30+ SPF. Moisturizing is so important. I have a bottle of lotion on my desk. I'm constantly moisturizing, but I know during the colder months, my hands get even more dry, especially since I'm washing my hands so much.
That's the time. It's for me, I only notice it in the winter and not so much in the summer. But it's funny, I joke with my wife all the time. I said, there's always some sort of something. And I'm always tell her, I said, so why don't you just don't slip out of a chair and fall down on the ground? She does it all the time. But in her defense, softest skin in the world. It does make a difference.
Smooth like a baby's bottom.
It does make a difference.
See, I do not like the way that lotion feels.
Me either.
And so I've never used it.
You've never used lotion?
No.
I use lotion all the time when I get out the shower, after I wash my hands, before I get on set, since you can see, our legs and our feet, make sure there's no ash there. I mean, lotion is vital. I keep a little in my purse. I remember last Christmas you got me some little lotion.
I hate sunscreen for that reason. I do it, I know I have to, but I hate the feeling of any kind of lotion or cream on me. Yeah, that's a guy thing, I think.
I'm just glad that we got past 2020 when, you know, you were using so much hand sanitizer like every 30 minutes. My hands were so dry, but I suppose using lotion would have helped that.
So when you get out the shower, you don't feel dry. I feel itchy if I don't put lotion on. I can't go to sleep without doing it.
I have never done it. And I always get harassed by all the women in the newsroom. They're like, don't be coming to me when you're, you know, 45 years old and you're looking like you're 80. But
I can't stand it either.
Moisturize, y'all.
It is the right thing.
It's important.
All right, let's get to your 4 to 5 roundup now. First up, boy, this story has captivated the triad for many decades. The woman who set fire at a UNCG apartment complex 20 years ago, killing 4 people, will be eligible for parole in 2 weeks. Today, Governor Cooper commuted the sentence of 44-year-old Janey Danahey. She's in prison for the fire at Campus Walk Apartments back in 2002. She admitted to setting the fire, but said it was intended as a prank and never wanted to hurt anyone. In 2017, former Governor Pat McCrory commuted her sentence to life with the possibility of parole. Now, this newest commutation will make her eligible for parole on January 1st. We are working on a bigger story involving this case that's haunted many families for decades. Stick with us for continuing coverage throughout the evening.
CVS and Walgreens are limiting the sales of some cold and flu medicine. CVS is only allowing shoppers to buy 2 child ibuprofen medications because of short supply and high demand. Walgreens is limiting online orders to 6 over-the-counter child pain and fever relief products.
Tonight, Greensboro City Council is considering creating a social district on State Street. People would be allowed to bring alcohol from one business to another in the designated area. Several business owners told us they're excited about the potential boost in exposure, but Councilman Zach Matheny says the plans need further discussion. We will keep you posted.
Right now, the Greensboro Urban Ministry is in need of volunteers. The group says it lost many college students headed home for break. They're looking for people to help food, housing, and rental assistance programs. If you'd like to sign up, we've got more information on our website.
With Christmas just 5 days away and inflation only showing slight improvements, many families say they are still feeling the strain. According to a recent Gallup survey, 55% of Americans say they've experienced the financial pinch from rising prices.
What do you want to eat then, buddy? For Francesca DeVito, feeding her 4 kids is where inflation has hit the hardest.
We do a lot more frozen veggies, same with fruits. Try to stretch as much as I can.
Stretching has also meant debt, even after downsizing into this mobile home in New Jersey.
It seems like these credit cards are a matter of necessity for you.
Yeah, it's what gets you in between paycheck. And then unfortunately, your paycheck goes to trying to pay it down. And then it comes down to, am I going to pay the credit card down? Am I going to pay the lot bill?
Now, with holiday bills looming, DeVito and her husband are focusing on cutting back further to afford Christmas for their children. But it hasn't been easy.
The holiday season can be really overwhelming, but you can save money.
I like to call it post-traumatic broke syndrome.
Tiffany Aliche is a financial educator featured in the Netflix documentary Get Smart with Money. Her first tip to save?
You make a list, you check it twice, and see who's going to get a gift or not. So
not everyone's going to get a gift.
No.
A recent survey found that 26% of consumers plan on shortening their gift list this year, with just close family making the cut. As budgets are stretching, credit card debt has soared 15% in the last year, a pace not seen in more than 2 decades. Aliche says instead use debit cards or cash.
Unless you're someone who pays off their credit card debt every single month in full. If you are that person, then using a credit card that generates points, so it allows you to travel, allows you to earn cash back or gas, then you're okay.
And although buy now, pay later options are increasingly popular, Aliche recommends steering clear of them when it comes to gifts.
The worst thing you can do with your finances is to be paying monthly on things that ideally you should be saving up for.
Experts say group gifts or Secret Santa is a good option, especially if you have a large family. That way you don't need to buy presents for everyone.
If you're just now tuning in, you're missing out on some sweet competition right now. Chad, Eric, and I are going head-to-head to build the best gingerbread house. You can see our judges over there, Chief Meteorologist Tim Buckley and our web producer Blair Barnes. So coming up, we're going to find out who the winner is, so stick with us.
Hey guys, giving you a mic check. Ice cold milk and an Oreo cookie, they forever go together like a classic combination. All right, Two Wants to Know is getting in on this gingerbread house competition. All right, so the 4 to 5 folks, they're icing and candying it up. It looks good. You see Tim Buckley is looking very serious right here.
I'm nervous.
As he's judging. Okay, while they're hard at work here in the kitchen, I want to show you a gingerbread competition that I got to see in Asheville this past weekend. So come on, walk with me over here. I want to show you what it looks like from the big board. All right, so check these out. Okay, they're made out of gingerbread. Right here, this is the art gallery with a Mona Lisa. Yeah, okay. This one here is Once Upon a Time. It's got a storybook theme. And then the very last one, that's one of my favorites. They're mice playing a Victrola. Let me give you a real up-close look at these guys. The Gingerbread House competition has been held for the last 30 years at the Grove Park Inn in Asheville. The entries are on display for several weeks so that we can all see them up close. And there's several divisions. So we're going to start here. This is the child division. That's that Mona Lisa art gallery I was telling you about. Next up is the one from the teen division. And this entry is from Reedsville. So we got locals. CBC Junior created the end of the train. Then there are two from the adult division that I wanted to show you. That Once Upon a Time is from Concord. And the Stone House is from a cookie baker in Winston-Salem. So we got lots of locals here. All right, here is the grand prize winner. Just take a look at this thing because it's on a turntable, folks. It needs to be. This is from Cary. So it's based on Peter Pan. You can see Pan and Wendy flying over the city. Look at the detail. Wow. My goodness. Okay, so these are other gingerbread houses, but that first one, of course, was the one who was the grand prize winner. Fun fact, many competitors spend 500 hours or more on their gingerbread houses. How long have you guys been at this?
And now you have to look at ours?
Looks like
I know,
we've been at
right?
this for about 40
Please.
minutes.
Thank you, Tanya.
It's pretty good for just 40 minutes.
I hope so.
I'm impressed. Okay, the grand prize winner, by the way, got
this one?
$7,500.
Oh, is that what we get?
That is a few dollars.
I get a $7,500 bump in
Okay.
Just for making a gingerbread house. If all of it's edible and it looks like it can fly. What you got there, Chad?
A tree.
A tree.
A tree.
Okay.
With all the lights.
It's got some lights on there decorated like mine in my living room. Tossed without reckless abandon.
I like how Santa is in the chimney upside down on all of
Oh,
this.
I didn't even notice that until
He's
just
stuck.
now.
Oh yeah, he's stuck on this little, the little
See, we should have colored
thing there.
that.
All right, they're going to keep working. So while they keep working, we're going to check out the military greetings from our troops away from home during the holidays. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Captain Kyle Chase with JRMC S3. Just want to wish my family back home in North Carolina happy holidays and see you soon.
It was so
Yes,
cute.
the one with all the different colors. That one got best use of color.
Oh,
It did.
Really good. I'm proud of
you said what, Lauren?
So theirs looks really good.
Oh, I thought you said something about.
Oh, they want a mic check for me.
Oh, how do I don't know. 1, 2, 2, check, 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 check.
You've heard me say all the say self.
All right, welcome back. We are, of course, talking all about your Christmas weather forecast and going through the rest of the week. Temperatures won't all be that bad until you get to Friday afternoon. That's when the Arctic chill, the real cold air, starts to arrive. Take a look at this. I've actually lowered our forecast by a couple of degrees. Now expecting Christmas Eve to have a high of 28. A morning low of 13, wind chills near 0. Christmas Day only right around 30, so we will be below freezing all weekend long. You got to be ready for that. Make sure the pipes are protected, all of those things you got to do to your house. Now the good news is for now, we still have a couple of easy going afternoons. Tomorrow, not a problem. We'll have highs in the 40s, morning sunshine, afternoon clouds, and then the rain really starts to arrive. And I'm going to emphasize rain, because this is a rainmaker. There were a lot of social media rumors going around of a big Christmas snowstorm. That is not going to happen. We're not going to see a white Christmas around here, unfortunately. But this is that Arctic air we talked about, that big front. While we get a break in the rain Thursday afternoon, that big front moves our way. And on Friday, that's when it makes its presence felt. We'll have a little bit of rain in the morning. It could mix with a snowflake at times, just something to look at on Friday. I don't think that's a good chance. But the problems with that front will be the temperature and the wind. I am talking about wind of 30 to 45 miles per hour. You know, doesn't sound like a lot, but around here that can bring down some trees and power lines. We hope that's not the case, but it could be. So you want to be prepared for that. As far as travel, Thursday looks wet. Friday looks drier but windy, and again, I'll emphasize snow is not likely for us in our area. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast as we take a look at the whole week all at once. 40s for tomorrow, and we should be dry out there as well. We go into Thursday and Friday. Temperatures will still be chilly. 30s and rain for Thursday morning, 40s and rain for Thursday afternoon. We go into Friday. That's the big day of change. Oh yeah, we mean a lot of change. Temperatures will drop 30 degrees throughout the day, and then into the weekend, it's just cold all the time. Now, important message for our News 2 crew, decorating gingerbread houses. Stop, step away.
Okay, all right,
The
hands
time
up.
has been sounded. We are calling the buzzer here. But first, I'm just gonna say I'm kind of impressed with all these little houses here. We've been decorating them for a while. Chad, Eric, and Lauren, are you ready to be judged on your houses?
Yes, we are.
Be judgy.
Should we would you like us to take you through?
Yes.
I think we should do one by one. What do you think, Blair?
I'm with it. I'm with an explanation. Sure.
All right,
So we
ladies
each
first.
give our
Lauren, do you
whole
want to
thing?
go first and show us
Okay.
what you've done with your house?
This is called Gingy's house. Gingy is standing right here.
Little
And
gingerbread
Gingy
man.
is getting ready for Christmas. That's why his Christmas tree is out front.
Turn it around.
What I want you to see about my house is I paid attention to detail in color. There's a color scheme going on. As you can see, this window has blue little candies. This has red little candies. I have like a different color scheme going on the top. I put a lot of detail into this, a lot of care, a lot of love, and a lot of passion.
That's really good.
That's what the
Children's
holiday
next.
season is about.
Very dramatic.
Let's
All
see your
right,
house, Eric.
let's take a look. So we got the Christmas tree in the front, and I tried to put ornaments around little gumball, what are those, gumdrop bushes, right? And then some windows. Up top, there's the gingerbread man. But there's Santa on the ground. That's a Chad cast-off. He threw that away. So I picked it up and made Santa coming out of that, yep. And then over here, it's the 425 house. Oh, wait, one more. Take that shot one more time, and then the other side. So there's 4 to 5.
That is very creative. I was wondering. I was like, what is 4 to 5?
That's the fire number. 425 Gumdrop Lane.
Our address.
I love
Chad,
it.
let's see your
Take us through your creative
Mine
process.
is just more, it's more simple. Simplicity is the key here. Tuville is a play off to Whoville, right? I
love
okay,
that.
good. I wanted to make sure it wasn't so blurry. And one of the walls caved in, and so now it is a garage. Brad, can you get all of this here so
Maybe,
people
like,
can
pan
judge
down
based on
or
the entire thing
tilt
here?
down?
But so it's a garage with some lighted entryway here with little gingerbread guy and the house.
Santa land here.
Yep,
like
but it's
that.
a garage, so
I like it. You guys did a great job.
yeah, you guys did great. It looks
I'm
really
proud
good.
of what you all did.
Thank you for taking. Oh, I was gonna say thank you for taking us through the creative process. Had we not done that, I wouldn't know.
I'm pretty impressed. I think it's a tough decision, Blair. Have you made your decision yet?
I have.
All right. I have mine as well.
Okay. Do you want to?
Should we confer very quickly?
Yes. Just really quick. Just really quick.
Cover up your microphones.
Yeah, 'cause
cover
we're
up your
gonna hear-
microphones. We can hear you.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
All right. In third place.
Oh wow.
Do we do third first?
We have to do third.
You can do third first. You can do third first.
Third place, we have the Chad Tuville Garage. We
Thank
love
you,
your
thank you.
creativity.
Thank you.
Very nicely done.
All right.
Appreciate it.
That's right.
And then this is the drum roll. We'll do first place next, right? Because
Yeah.
you know who's second.
Right.
In a 1-point victory on our special rubric, Eric Tilton
Eric
is the
Tilton.
winner.
I like.
For me, it was the totality of the house. The whole roof is decorated in icing, and all the sides are decorated as well, and the little creativity of the little notes as well.
Nice.
I did put Lauren a little bit higher on craftsmanship because I thought she stayed in the lines a little better.
Yes, oh yeah. And I did icicles dripping. That was what I was more proud of that than anything else on the.
That looks. I saw you. It took a while to do that.
No,
Yeah,
but I have to say, you guys did a great job. I really
fun.
like yours, Chad, too. I said, it's so creative.
Look, put it all together. We got a little village.
That's right.
Yes. Can we eat them?
Too,
Yes.
Bill.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna eat them now. We'll be right back. Great job.
Looks good. Blair does something.
Chad, can you send those to me, too?
They were so good.
That was fun.
Go read your scripts.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reading the scripts now. Reading the scripts.
Chad threw away his Santa, so I took full advantage of it.
I was wondering how you got an extra Santa.
He pulled that off of his room.
I don't know if I like these lights.
Hi, Carmen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was so
Do
nervous
y'all?
about judging. 1, 2, 3.
That was fun.
Brad, do you like the lights?
Hey, mic check 1, 2. Is that me? Yeah, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mic check 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. I like your house. I like the garage. I would have voted for it. We're 5 days away from Christmas, and the clock is ticking for those trying to get home like me.
Claire, mic check. Yeah, Chili, it's that time of year again. We're the 8th best basketball program.
Hey, it's time for My 2 Cents, and today we are talking about a lost or maybe abandoned dog. So here's the cute little dog that is now in my household. He was found recently wandering around, and neighbors all went in together. And as soon as there were 2 other wives in the neighborhood and my wife who heard about this dog, they immediately brought him to our house. And within about 10 minutes, look at what we had. I'm not kidding. From all the families that pitched in, there's a little pen for him to stay in. There are chew toys and dog bowls and food, you name it, a leash, a harness. We had everything in about 15 minutes. Now, I did not want to keep the dog. I wanted to get the dog a good home. But then we also found out that the shelters are so full that they only get about 3 days before he may be euthanized. Can't do that. And he needed to be nursed back to health. So this little guy, who my youngest now calls Cookie Dough, or Cookie for short, has been living with us for the last couple of days. And I'm just gonna tell you, as a dad, when your 9-year-old girl looks at you and tells you, Dad, I love this dog so much, everybody in the newsroom is laughing at me now saying, you're not getting rid of that dog. And I said, oh yes I am, but I'm losing the battle. Because if you look at that cute little guy, it's hard to say no. He has a little gimpy back leg. I don't know what's going on with that. We're taking him to the vet. We're nursing him back to health. But I have a strong feeling, like it or not, we may have a new member of the Chilton household. say a prayer for me. That's just my 2 cents. That's your 4 to 5. WFNY News 2 at 5 starts now.
We begin with breaking news this evening. We have learned that Janey Danahey was granted clemency again, this time making her eligible for parole on